What's up, guys? Welcome to my second take. I mean, pretty much you couldn't tell because I did a couple takes, but for some reason it was from yesterday, and my phone wouldn't load the thing when I was trying to edit the videos. So here I am taking this other take. But yeah, welcome to VinzTalk, where I talk to you guys, where I answer questions or basically read comments. Something that I'm planning to do also that has now been added. And yeah, this is just where I talk about topics, what's going on out there, what's going on my channel, which there is pretty much something that did went on in my channel. The fact that I seen my channel like almost terminated, so that almost happened, and also like stuff relating to gaming and also animation, anything like that. This is where I kind of talk about it. And let me tell you, I'm not the best when it comes to actually doing a solo podcast, especially trying to make it short so that it's, enough for me to load. I'm not here trying to make an hour. Who knows? It could be an hour. I honestly couldn't tell. But yeah, my channel almost got striked. I mean, pretty much when it happened, I was like, it was a state of emergency. It was like, snap, this is going to happen again. Because this would be my second termination if I didn't do nothing about it. So pretty much I privated all videos when I got that strike. And the strike was from Tapitoon that actually gave me because it was one of their webcomics that is also in Webtoon. And I only read exclusively webtoons. But now I have to actually look into one of the webtoons I read. I actually was about to read a new series, and I have to be strict on the series now because I can never be too careful. But this new series was also in Tapitoon. If I read that, I might be struck by them again, and I just couldn't deal with that. I know that pretty much I couldn't put my channel in jeopardy. And I really do care about my channel. I want it to last, and I don't want to deal with any more strikes. I just don't know how to really, deal with that. But it's like it just came out of nowhere. Thankfully, when I did got the strike, I actually, response to the strike, filing dispute, and also talking to Webtoon staff, via email. And I just, asked them to actually help me get the strike out since, they did try to help me with my other channel. Sadly, didn't work because, I got terminated because YouTube wouldn't help at all, obviously. And I doubt about that dispute. But, thankfully for Webtoon, as we try to work things out, it actually the strike was now gone. So yeah, I pretty much went in that round knowing that my channel was almost gone, and thankfully I pretty much put a lot of my videos private, and still some videos that are still private, at least the newer series that are not really big. I know that I didn't really, one of the videos, I mean, when I put them all private, one of the ones that I didn't put private was actually one of the boyfriends, or what, the Kiss Bats, and also Major Demon Queen. One of the bigger series, I didn't really put it in private. I kind of unprivated them later, and I just focus on the other webtoons, and also try to go down the list of which one is acceptable, which I have to go through a long progress of actually searching, like, hey, is this on Tapitoon? Is this on Lezen Comics? Is this on some other bigger site in terms of bigger, like, webcomic sites, because there is a lot. There's a lot, and I have to worry about that too, like worry of, like, are my videos gonna get taken out by these other fake sites that are showing, illegal webcomics or something, that's a lot of progress and a lot of stress, which is something I just can't deal with right now because I'm in the middle of like college and my exams and everything, which I had a lot. I had like this whole rough week of just like a batch of exams just coming down the pipeline. My teacher is just trying to drive me up into work. So I've been busy with that, but also thankfully I got my channel, it's in a safe space now. There's no strikes right now, and hopefully it stays that way because I don't get paid at all to do these videos. The only payment I do get is, you guys following and you guys subscribing and commenting and just, showing love to the channel, which is, the biggest payment in my heart. One day I do want to actually do this professionally, even though that's somewhat impossible nowadays due to the state of YouTube and whatever it's going on, and but it's still somewhere in the dream, I guess that search for fame in the YouTube space, which is something big that I try to achieve, even though it's not easy. But I know that how hard I work, especially you couldn't tell because of my other channel being terminated, that I had videos where I still dream of that, still to this day, like from 2015. It's sad that I can't look back because of my other channel is gone. And yeah, that's just my life on YouTube, actually. This is how I live it. But I know there is a chance for me to actually, climb up and actually really get better at this somehow, and I'm still learning. And, thanks to YouTube, and I mean, not YouTube, thanks to Webtoon, and also, especially Madeline, that actually helped me get this strike removed. It was a relief that actually happened. I never thought it would be gone, but thank goodness it did. So other than that, yeah, let's get into some stuff that I want to bring. Also, thank you guys for 2K. I read the comments about you guys celebrating like how I got like 2K or something like that. It's like and also the sub base is going crazy. Like I'm getting like a batch load of just like new subs coming out, like like from all places, almost, at least to me. It kind of feels like it, doesn't it? Like, pretty much I'm seeing comments like I probably just like already been appeared there like a few minutes ago right now, but one of the comments I got, which is, from you guys, when I said like I hit 2K on, one of my episodes when I was doing boyfriends, like and I had to go through a long list. There was some spams and all that. Someone said I'm also should get a best singing award, which shouts to you. Yes, I try to really extend my singing. It's also an idea that I try to have. I try to really maybe some way put music, scenes inside of my videos somehow. Even though I kind of have to worry about copyright strikes, which is something that I do not want to deal with. Also, like, let me see, man, it's all the way down there. It's all the way. Okay, I got bachelor's comments coming in and out still right now as I'm looking at this. Anyways, the one of the ones like that really I don't know if anything like hurt me the most at all, but shout outs to everyone. We got Mason saying congratulations for 2K, Pan Queen, congrats to 2K. And also Mr. 2000, congratulations for 2K. Time to celebrate and also keep making great content. And a whole bunch of congratulations and love. And I appreciate it so much whenever like I make these videos. That this is the award I can't speak reward of what I do in these videos, because it's something that motivates me to actually really make more content. Despite how busy I am, I try to actually bring a lot of to the table of what I do in these videos, and I appreciate it so much. Anyways, we're about to actually continue going down a list of topics that I want to bring up. Speaking of which, make sure to follow my Instagram. I had such bad luck on Instagram. Okay, I actually put out Amazing Demon Queen highlight. No one liked it. Like, it was just like, I mean, I think maybe I'm over exaggerating, maybe only like 2 people, but it was like, the last like posts or highlights I did, which is stack of highlights and posts, the same thing for this channel, which is stack of videos, that I had in my Instagram, like probably last week. Like, I had 100 amounts of likes, and none of them amount to followers. And I was like really hoping that I would actually get some followers in my Instagram, which I guess is not possible. It's sadly like what is happening. Like, I don't want to be the guy to actually, and I could easily get, I guess, some amount, like, but like amount on YouTube when I do post my Instagram and like, hey, follow me, maybe that could work. But also I just want to see how this would work, like just rely on my videos, just getting like, just experimenting, but no luck so far. No luck at all, actually, just trying to get when it comes down to my Instagram. Like, I don't know what's happening. I'm trying, but yeah, it is what it is. Anyways, moving on. I heard there was like some conventions that happened out there. Too many games. There was a convention of that just happened recently. Like, I saw one of the Spawncasts actually went there, so that was cool. And also I saw like I didn't really see any videos, but I saw pictures online of Angry Video Game Nerd that went there. If anybody remembers that, if anyone's in that age, if you remember Angry Video Game Nerd, all those YouTubers out there. And also New York Comic Con happened. If you know me, I want to go to conventions, and New York Comic Con was one of those where I was seeing it and I was like, man, that would be cool if I just went to see the Funimation park that they had, which is not called the Funimation park. I think Funimation put this like park area inside a New York Comic Con Convention Center, and it was the Sakura Park, and it looked nice. It was like pretty much a picture taken area where you get merch, nothing crazy. But I was looking at it, I was like, this would be cool if it was a skate park. I don't know. That's I guess that's anything that I see out there. Still have that skating mentality where I like everything. Man, look, this should have a ramp here, have a ledge here. I don't know. That's how I operate. But also, like, I don't even think I see anything like webtoon related that they put in New York Comic Con, at least from the videos, because when I was seeing this whole display of this guy walking, a video of this person walking inside of this convention hall, it was like big. It was hard to actually seek everything and everything at all of the convention because of how large. There was a lot of content. There was like a Dragon Ball Z like museum. There was there was like a Batman like showcase over there that happened like somewhere in the middle, and also a Pokemon unboxing showcase. A lot of showcases. Also, there was like this big open area where they film all the TikTok vids. That's how I actually found out about New York Comic Con, when I was on TikTok. And then I was like, oh, hello, what's this? Oh, there seems to be a convention going on. Oh snap! Where could it be? Oh, it's in New York, Comic Con, and I thought New York is kind of strict with their guidelines, but not for this one. I mean, things are just slowly becoming opening out there. Like it's opening, and also it's not really like too crazy. You still have to wear a mask and stuff like that. I mean, I'm okay with that. It will make me confident and safe to know that when I'm going to a convention, I'm like, oh, this is cool. Something like that. But hope anime, or at least conventions close here, open, because that's what I really need. I just really need to be with my the community, I would say. And that's why I'm trying to bring. And hold on, hearing some crazy, like, what? I just heard it screaming outside. Halloween is already coming real soon. Like, I think it just stubbled my whole speech there. But what the heck was that? My goodness. Like, it's almost in the middle of the night. It's raining out there. And like, you couldn't hear it, but I was still like kind of surprised, because there hasn't been any much rain at all. Like, the drought is crazy. Anyways, moving on to the list of topics. Space talk. So I just want to talk about William Shatner going to space. How he's just so enamored and inspired when he came back. Like, that has to be a highlight for a generation of his reaction, going up to Jeff Bezos, which is the one that actually, because he flied, and here's the little, space in depth. I gotta actually educate some people somehow of what I'm talking about, so I won't sound crazy. So there's this company called Blue Origin that actually is a space rocket developed by Jeff Bezos, the creator of Amazon, and he flown himself to space couple like months ago or something, which is the first crew flight himself, and also I guess his family or something. Like, there was an old lady, I guess there was his like brother or something, like, just like, an open flight for him, since he's so mad rich. And now a couple like what is it, last week, that he flown one of the William Shatner, which is known for Star Trek, of Captain Kirk, and he flown there, being the oldest man to actually fly to space, even though he doesn't look old. He's like age 90, but he looks 30. Crazy. Yeah, he flown to space, and for just a couple of minutes, and just that, he was just so blown, and just his whole perspective and his humanity just changed. And I never saw that when it comes down to astronauts. I haven't even seen that with Inspiration 4. Another in depth here. Inspiration 4, I gotta put in some bubbles here, but Inspiration 4 is one of the longest and most highest space flights, and it was the first all civilian. I'm talking about people that are not astronauts that went to space. This is the first ever, and it was done by Elon Musk with SpaceX. So that was crazy. And yeah, this pretty much is another, historical moment when it comes down to, not historic. Inspiration 4 was way more historical. That documentary blew me away. Okay, it's on Netflix. It's called The Countdown. Going to space, and that was just mind blowing. But another mind blowing, and I think there's gonna be a continuous of mind blowing space traveling news here and there and all that. Like pretty much, I think yesterday or the day before, pretty much it was not a space traveling mission, but a rocket launch to astronauts. Well, actually, not astronauts, asteroids in space close to Jupiter, that they're gonna, and also a chance for like this space rocket. Like I forget, it's so confusing. Like you have two different rockets going to each other, and I could be wrong with that. But also they're planning to stop what is this? A meteoroid, a metroid. God, I can't even say that. Okay, hold on. Metroid. I don't know why I said that, but it's a meteor, a meteorite, meteor. I don't know. It's some kind of size. Okay, it's a freaking big rock heading to space, and NASA's gonna try to stop it. It's like every single other week is like a historic, pinnacle of just space that is just happening, and I'm just seeing it from like NASA's YouTube or Twitter. Like it's just like it's continuously blowing me away, especially who knows, I might actually sound like William Shatner when he came back to space, because he was blown out of his mind and he was emotional. It was like such a heartwarming moment, especially when he was like the only one not really going crazy, when the others was like, oh, popping champagnes and celebrating. William Shatner was just up to Jeff Bezos like, listen, this is something crazy. This is unfathomable. This is imaginable. Like something like whatever he said, when you're blown away, I think for me also, when I hit like 1 million subs or something, like if I, go to space, I actually would sound like that too. I'm like, whoa. But it's like one of those like moments that he has where it's like, yeah, I totally don't blame him actually be sounding like that crazy, because I would have sound crazy too if I actually went to space and came back to Jeff Bezos like, listen, man, you see all this blackness and all this blueness and all this, like, I see the stars. I swore, I think I saw the moon just smiling at me, something like that. But yeah, that was such cool like news, and I pretty much couldn't stop hearing him when it comes down to like seeing him review, interviewing him, and you got late night late night shows reviewing him, and other actually sites that are interviewing William Shatner's trip to space, because that was like a historical moment, let me tell you. Anyways, moving on, let's get into a little bit gaming here and there, even though there wasn't a lot, but I still like to mention it. Gamecast itself, that I call, of my game topics, because I tend to bring that up, just for the heck of it, I guess. I just like, hey, okay, this is what the series is called, even though I don't really need to say the name. But Metroid Dread, man, people are just talking about left and right about this. Like my gosh, like I feel like I could have added like discussion of too many games, even though I didn't really seen a lot of that at all. But yeah, that's what I seen. But the only remembrance I have of this convention called Too Many Games was, it was two. Okay, it was like one when Game Grumps, and I used to be a very huge fan of Game Grumps. They inspired me to do like commentaries and stuff like that when it comes to entertainment in YouTube and the production and everything. That I even went to like a concert that Game Grumps did back in like 2017 when they were at San Francisco, and I drove up there and I was like, yo, I just gotta check this out. I think there's a chance that I might meet Aaron and also Danny, but which didn't happen, sadly. But I did get a poster. That's cool. I went up there and just saw the showcase, and it was just like, one of the moments, like and it was also a time where I was actually going to a bunch of conventions. I went to TwitchCon Fanime. I went to like PAX. Yeah, just a list of conventions that I went to, which I really do miss conventions. I really want to come back, and hopefully there's one here, like like GTC if or ever TwitchCon comes back here. My goodness, they have to do some guidelines, but I'm okay with that. I'm cool with guidelines. If I can go to Target, crowded and everyone's wearing masks and stuff like that here, I can definitely handle a crowd of crowded gamers and nerds that are just walking around getting wasting their money of just some cool stuff, I guess, and whatever convention they're going to. But it's just like, one of the other things I also remembered, because I was the first one of too many games, as I continue this discussion of too many games in my head, I guess, was also the when Chris Chan was actually going there. And also I remember he was laying down like on his like stomach or something like that in this convention, which was of course too many games. And just like it was almost like you just seen this and I was like, what the heck. And then I see the title of it when I was like seeing the pictures all around. It was like, oh, it's Chris Chan. Yeah. Speaking of Chris Chan, what is up with that list of just like this gel notes that has been circulating in the internet? Like I've been hearing that a lot. That's been something also going on out there, But other than that, I just really don't care about Chris. I like what is going on with this guy, girl, whatever. Like I'm still like, I did have a discussion about Chris when I was talking with Stefan, and we went deep in it. You can also check that out. It's somewhere down there in the podcast of the swarms of videos that I have, even though there's not a lot. But it was like, man, is this guy that crazy or something? Calling himself the son of Jesus, literally, not the daughter of Jesus, the son of Jesus. I guess he's back to being a guy or something. Like I guess the whole trans thing didn't work for him. Which I'm like, wait, what? Isn't he like in a female gel or something? Like I don't know. I'm just like trying to figure this out actually. But yeah, that's just what I have to say. Other than that, yeah. Moving on. Also, another gaming stuff. They I think they're upping the price for the Nintendo Online thing. Since I am a Switch owner, I pretty much have a Nintendo Online account or eShop account or something like that I can't figure out in my head at the moment. But yeah, I think they just emulated, and I probably have to check because I haven't played Switch in a while because I've been busy, that they implemented the N64 games and also the Game Boy games. I really hope that's true. I mean, I could be wrong, but this is one of those things where it's like, are they gonna up in the price? Is that what I'm getting at? I don't know. Anyways, also Animal Crossing Direct, which I haven't seen, but I heard there's some cool stuff in it. I put that on my list for some reason. I guess I saw something there, but I forgot because I then move on to another video. I don't know. When you see the recommends, you're just like, go boop. I'm out of here. That's just what I'm going with. Anyways, Tooncast. Let's talk about anything animation, I guess. I saw Amphibia season 3, episode 3. I get lost with the episodes because they tend to put like different like episodes on episodes. It's like you get a two part in one episode, and then you get another 2-part in a second episode. It's kind of like, like episode 1 has 2, different episodes, and it's confusing. And I know they do that a lot with cartoons, especially back then, but it's like, me not having cable, me not knowing that, I kind of just was like, okay, where do I start, and where, like, what is like episode, what counts as episode 1? Like, are we talking about like, okay, this is episode, like for example, the first one where it's like, or the second episode where it's basically one that is surrounding Ant's life outside the world, and also the second one is about Sasha in the amphibian world. Is that how, does that make sense? I guess not. What does make sense whenever I talk? Anyways, but yeah, season 3 of episode 3, like I just love how this series of like, Amphibia, I was just so authentic when it comes down to Californian, culture, especially surrounding, Asian Americans in like in that setting. Like I just couldn't help but like feel like I swear I would make something like this if I did. It would be almost about me. Like just seeing Anne is almost like, even though I'm not Thai, I'm Filipino, but it's like when she was speaking, I was I was, or not speaking, when she was like, bringing up like, these different things, especially how, the part where the mother disowns Sprig, and Sprig was like, oh my gosh, I'm accepting the family. I'm just like, whoa, this is just like almost like me in a way, not the part where I'm getting disowned or something, because I'm obviously a good boy, buddy boy that is, usually never disowned. But that's just what I bring to, that's what I see through this series within Amphibia. I'm just like, man, this seems like something like something I would go through, because they even actually put on like a ramen shop or something like that, a Thai shop, of this guy trying to get into the Thai. And also it's like it's one of those things where it's like so authentic and real, just like something. And also had a little bit of skateboarding here in one of the episodes, just a little part when the van was going inside one of the balls, the skate balls. And it was one of the funny moments in there. There was a bunch of funny moments, like when what is it called? Like oh, I forget the characters now. Polly having this flip phone burner. I'm just like, that's an adorable moment. Look, when I do it, it's not adorable. Let me just be honest, okay? I tried, guys. But anyways, yeah, you get me. Amphibia, good stuff. Season 3, and I wish I did a review of it. I guess I didn't find time for some reason. I don't know. And also Miraculous Ladybug. Look, I have low interest to actually ever watch like Miraculous Ladybug. I don't know why. I'm trying to get back to it, but I keep forgetting about it. I'm just like, I don't know. I'm not feeling it. I'm just waiting for the dub. The sub thing is another thing, but the dub, look, I would choose the dub. I would choose that any day, like a lot of the times, especially like I already read in one of my videos. I gotta save all this reading energy when I do these webtoon reads. I know that sounds silly, but like when it comes down to like, look, I'm a dub person. I don't get this whole fight between sub and dub. Enjoy what you enjoy. It doesn't matter. I don't get it. I'm not here to fight. I'm just here to watch like whatever it is, but also not read any freaking subtitles. Please. Okay, unless it's part of the plot. I remember watching Shang-Chi, and I was okay with subs in it because when the main actors was speaking English, and it was based in San Francisco. Like literally, the main protagonist was living in San Francisco, which was 10 minutes away from me. And when he went to China to see his family, they were speaking in dub, and actually not dub. They were speaking both languages in a way. In like Chinese, Mandarin, and also in English. I think I don't know. I forget. I forget at this point. But yeah, that's what I seen, and that's what I bring to the table, and I guess this is where we end. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, all that jazz. Hope you enjoyed my rambling. A lot of ramblings. Okay, just a lot of because I swear when I start doing these men's talks, if only I get paid to do them, because my mouth be dried. I should get paid with just good amounts of liquids, like just pay me with energy drinks and like soda, and also some fine wine. I don't know, it's just some liquids, okay? And I wish I had some liquids when I'm doing this, but I can't. It would just ruin the flow of the whole podcast, and I forget what I think of what I want to talk about. I don't know. I have to be almost like a quadruple rapper when I'm doing this, okay? That's why I sound like through these podcasts. I feel like I don't know what's happening to me, okay? I had a crazy day. I got knocked out, okay? YouTube knocked me out with that strike. College knocked me out with the freaking exams. And these hate comments that I, don't get a lot, but it also knocked me out sometimes, and life be knocking me out. I'm just like, I'm lowing down, but I don't have my gloves up. I'm tapping out. Anyways, but seriously, thank you guys for all the support. Thank you guys for all the love, and I'll see you when I see you. One love. Up.